Okay, it's time to have an important conversation. A lot of athletes still misunderstand what sports depression actually looks like. They think if an athlete is struggling mentally, it will be obvious. But honestly, some of the athletes struggling the most are still the athletes that everyone thinks are doing great. They are still practicing every day, still competing, still posting highlight reels, still joking around with teammates, and still smiling in team photos. Meanwhile, internally, they are exhausted. That's why the message from Vanderbilt's women's lacrosse player Kaylin Bracken about the invisible man is connecting with so many athletes right now. Because athletes are taught to hide pain. Sports culture praises athletes for pushing through everything. Push through injuries, push through pressure, push through stress, never complain, and never look weak. Eventually, some athletes stop knowing the difference between being mentally tough and emotionally unhealthy. And honestly, a lot of athletes feel trapped. Some athletes feel pressure because of scholarships, some feel pressure because of coaches, and others feel pressure because they built their entire identity around their sport. I personally know what that feels like. Honestly, social media has made all of this even worse. Athletes are constantly comparing themselves to commitment posts, NIL deals, transfer announcements, viral highlights, followers, comments, rankings, and athletes who look perfect online. And it creates nonstop pressure to appear successful publicly, even when someone is struggling privately. At Two Days, we have interviewed people who have described feelings of being isolated, emotionally drained, and anxious before practice, terrified of making mistakes around coaches, and mentally exhausted from toxic environments. Some athletes even explain that they started dreading the sport that they once loved. And the scary part is that many athletes become really good at hiding it. Some are afraid to speak honest because they think their coach will trust them less, their teammates will judge them, they could lose playing time, or people will think they're weak. But struggling mentally does not make someone weak, it makes them human. And honestly, no scholarship, roster spot, ranking, or sport is worth destroying your mental health over. If you are an athlete struggling with your mental health right now, please talk to someone. Not later, not when things get worse, right now. Call or text 988 if you're struggling emotionally, overwhelmed, depressed, anxious, or in a crisis. The NCAA also has mental health support resources for student athletes. And organizations like the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration offer mental health and treatment support nationwide. And transparency matters in sports too. Honest athlete experiences help recruits understand coaching style, communication, emotional support systems, and team culture before committing years to a school. That is part of why athlete reviews matter. Rate or review your coach or coaching staff anonymously on 2 days, because sometimes one honest review can help another athlete feel less alone. And sometimes it can help protect someone before they end up becoming another invisible athlete.